Hello and welcome to Culture Shock, the pop culture podcast brought to you by four aging millennials and their outdated opinions. I'm your host, Doug, and with me today is...
I don't know what we're yelling about. I'm Adrian.
You can't just expect me to come up with something on... Hey, hi, Mike.
Very good, guys. And if you couldn't tell what's going on, I think there's some...
This is going to be the most, what the fuck episode? What did we just listen to?
And today, we're just going to try something totally different. Corey canceled on our Christmas extravaganza because he hates Christmas at the very last second.
Christmas is canceled.
What a fucking Grinch.
We can't do it without him because we need that one guy that just hates the holiday to be there. Do you have any thoughts on that, Corey? As wonderful as always, my friend.
Everything Everywhere All at Once sucks.
Yeah, what a bastard.
Jaws is the best movie ever.
Dude, I totally love National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
All right, but like I said, we had no backup plan for tonight, so we're just going to try something a little bit different with Mike and Adrian. We have this thing where we just start bullshitting sometimes, and next thing we know, 4 hours have passed. I'm like, man, we should have hit record. So we're going to try that. Not for 4 hours. Don't get scared. Don't get scared.
Or maybe we could just Zack Snyder this, and 4 hours it is.
4 hours.
Dude, Zack Snyder's made 1 4-hour movie when there are great directors out there like Peter Jackson who have made several 4-hour movies.
Yeah, that's their whole style.
Well, right. But
fucking Scorsese.
The Peter Jackson ones are masterpieces.
Mister, there were a chore to get through.
I mean, I still stand by that.
I stand by that you suck. Anyway.
So, Doug, what was your question you had prepared, or did that have to do with something you decided not to do?
Well, I didn't have anything prepared. Like I said, I would just come up with something, and I'm stalling right now as I'm formulating a question.
We're just here, guys. We're here.
We're
to
here
pleasure your ear holes.
Talking.
We're here because the next 4 or 5 episode ideas we have, we'd really like Corey to be involved in. And it was kind of a last day cancellation.
Yeah.
Adrian, I know the other day you were saying you were catching up with some gaming. You'd played some couple games and you hadn't in a while. What were they?
Yeah, me and gaming have had a very on and off again relationship the last couple of years.
Same.
You seem to always enjoy it when you do it.
Yeah.
But you just getting you to do it, that's the part.
I just have the PS4 and Switch staring at me with sad eyes every day when I get home from work.
So what were you playing?
So I've kind of been all over the PlayStation, the new PlayStation Plus that they've had.
Okay.
So I'm just downloading a bunch of shit that I haven't put much time into. So I have Miles Morales, which, as everybody said, is very much DLC, but it's fun.
Is that, though? Is there any difference? I haven't played it. I don't have a PS4, so I love Miles the character. Does he play differently enough to call it a game?
Is it just like the first Spider-Man game?
It's
very DLC for the first Spider-Man game.
It's very similar to the first Spider-Man.
It wasn't full price, was it?
No, I mean I got it for free.
Oh, okay.
I got it back last Christmas, and it was 100% full price.
That's the beautiful thing about PlayStation Plus right now is there's all these games that are a couple of years old that are free now, and I'm just now catching up because I didn't buy them full price.
Last Christmas, I gave you my money.
The very next day, I beat the game. No, Miles Morales is pretty cool.
I had a PS4, but I gave it away.
I still can't get a fucking PS5.
Dude, they're literally there's bundles at Walmart for God of War.
They're bundled into TVs and shit. It's hilarious. Have you seen those pictures?
I have seen those, but no,
it's like a Toshiba TV and PS5 in a box.
People are just buying the shit TV to get the PS5.
I guarantee it. I guarantee they buy it and then throw the TV away.
They literally just they use the TV to put their food on.
Anyone in the Venango County area, if you're looking for a PS5, Walmart has God of War bundles for an extra $50.
Wow.
You're essentially paying for the game and the system.
Yeah, so it's an extra $50 for God of War, which is a bargain.
Yeah.
Because it's 60 or 70. I always forget next gen is 70 now.
$70?
Next gen is $70 a game now.
Wow. Even more reason to stick to PC, everybody.
I believe the bundle when I saw it was $550, $560.
I haven't paid more than $40 for a video game on PC ever.
I think people are buying the PS5 Toshiba bundle. They're the people that like just break their weed out on the Toshiba screen and roll blunts.
Let's be real. It's 2022. They bust out meth and crush it.
Miles Morales is pretty sick. It does play more like a DLC. I wouldn't say there's that much about him that's unique, although you do get this like Venom power, which, funny enough, they call it Venom, but it's basically like electricity that you can use in a lot of different ways. You can camouflage, so you can go invisible.
Okay. Yeah, so it's Miles stuff.
Does it do the collectible thing again?
You have collectibles.
Because when I bought it and I only played like the first actual mission, and then I was like, well,
Like,
I'll finish this later and never pick it back
those
up.
games need collectibles. It's a reason to explore the city other than just to like swim around.
The original Spider-Man is like one of the few games I've platinumed.
Yeah, I've 100%ed that one. Is it exactly like the other one? Like,
Well, yeah.
Is there like you got to stop random crimes and stuff like that?
Yes.
Too? So it's literally the same game.
No. That's unfair. Different fights and shit.
Yeah, different. Obviously, the storyline's different, but they also introduced like a thing where they make like a friendly Spider-Man app, so you can like usually like swipe your touchpad and like choose different different side missions, which is pretty cool. It's like literally people texting the app saying like, "Spider-Man, I need your help." It can be just like a guy that's stuck on the side of a building, or it could be someone like getting their store robbed. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Are the combos different?
They have some new.
It's no Devil May Cry or Bayonetta.
No, they have some new gadgets which are pretty cool. Like you can deploy like clones that help you fight and shit.
Is the story nice?
Yeah, the story's good so far.
It's a story.
Do you get to? Well, they did such a good job with the first one's story.
Oh yeah, and it's pretty good how at the beginning of the game, spoilers for a fucking how many year old game, 1 or 2 years old.
Don't even give a spoiler warning. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's over a year old. You're fine.
Yeah,
no,
so like
fuck that.
So the beginning of the game is like pretty cool because Mike, like you said, the first mission is stopping Rhino, and like you're doing that with Peter Parker, so you're both fighting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But then the whole gist of the game is that Peter like takes a vacation to go overseas with Mary Jane.
Like
so,
this
like
isn't
you're
like
Spider-Man.
Yeah, this isn't like Spider-Man 2. They didn't call it that.
No,
it's just Spider-Man. No. It's supposed to be like, it's not even supposed to be a full game. It wasn't even ever full price. It was supposed to be like a
was full price,
extension.
It was full price.
But it was.
Well, I tried Santa Monica, you cheap fuck.
Well, that's
why. He's a guy, so
he's a guy. So that's why Spider-Man 2 is coming, and it's going to be both of them, which looks fucking amazing.
Say, it's like a nice segue into what I've seen of Spider-Man 2, where you get to be both of them, and they extend the story. So it's like a way to link them together.
I'm so glad that I played it now and got it for free on PlayStation Plus, as opposed to.
I'm so glad I got it for free.
Yeah, like I don't know about you, but I feel no need to play a game as soon as it comes out.
Mike, you paid full price and you only played the first mission.
I know.
Play it; it's fun. I mean, if you like the first Spider-Man, it's fun.
So, other than Miles Morales, what else were you playing? Anything else, or just mostly that?
Some classics, Fallout New Vegas, which I've put a lot of time into before.
I've mostly played 3. I haven't really got to play New Vegas a lot.
New Vegas is my favorite.
It's like I know it had Matt Damon in the intro, or is it? If I'm not mistaken, he's the guy that gets shot.
Yeah, Matt Damon. I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima.
How is that?
Oh wow.
Ghost of Tsushima is really badass. Nice sword mechanics. You have this cool thing you can do. Like, obviously, you have a horse because like every open world game now has a horse.
Hey, don't knock horses.
No, I love horses.
A dog. Anyway.
But like, you have this thing where you can do like a draw with somebody when you first come up to a gang of guys. Like if you hold in triangle, you'll like have your sword, sheathed, and you'll have your hand on it, and you have to like do this quick time event where you quick draw and like slash them right through the stomach. It's pretty much like a cowboy version of like quick draw. First one, like, whoosh, and that pretty much gets you an instant kill before you start the fight with the gang.
All right, that's pretty sweet.
That's kind of badass, yeah.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, really fun. A lot of upgrade options like games do now, like God of War, like similar kind of build your gear up. It's very open world, so if you're kind of tired of the whole very open world formula, it might not be for you, but...
Other than Elden Ring, yeah.
And I'm kind of there too. Like, expansive open worlds to me are kind of...
They're not even they're all empty.
That's what it is, they're empty, yeah.
That's why Elden Ring is like deserved its award, because it took the open world thing and painstaking put... Even if it was like something stupid, there's something everywhere.
There's something, right?
Everywhere.
There's everything everywhere all at once. Doug and I can't stop talking about that movie.
I like what you did. I would make that episode all over again. But
right.
Take 2.
Take-Two. No, that's what's fun about the Spider-Man games open world. Spider-Man gives you the option to fast travel, but you kind of don't want to because it's so fun to swing around.
It is so fun to swing around. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fast traveling in Spider-Man's dumb.
Well, that is the one thing I will say. Like, obviously, with the Miles Morales game, I'm glad that that's a mechanic they didn't screw around with a lot because the swinging mechanics in
the swinging's perfect.
They were so smooth.
Yeah, you don't need to change a thing about that.
It's the first time like that newer Spider-Man games are the first time they made fun swinging since Spider-Man 2.
Since Spider-Man 2, yeah.
I fully agree.
And just like Spider-Man 2, where you have to get a kid's fucking balloon, and these ones you have to catch pigeons.
Or grab someone hanging off a fucking skyscraper.
Yeah. But this one doesn't acknowledge when you climb the top of Avengers Tower, like the first one did.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
The first one, Peter brings it up, and then like when you get to the top, you get a trophy. You don't get any of that shit for this one.
That's bullshit.
Why would you get 2 trophies for doing the same thing?
Because it's a new kid. It's Miles. Like, he should be excited. Like,
Marvel.
oh my god, it's the Avengers.
I was doing you a favor and taking a shot at Marvel.
Oh, thanks.
So, there was a game that I had been playing there for a little bit. Me and Amber were playing it together.
It Takes Two?
Usually it's a Lego game.
Oh, okay.
So usually they take it. I mean, if you play it one player,
the game there was a game called It Takes Two.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Mike.
No,
Mike, have you been drinking?
No.
That was funny though. Mike just sounded like, well, it could take 2, but
But no, we've been playing the Lego Harry Potter game, but since she broke her wrist, we've taken a break from it because we started playing it together from the beginning, and obviously neither of us wants to play it without each other, so it's kind of cool. It's a cool thing we're doing together.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't say it sucks. It's really actually not that bad compared to the last couple installments. I have played the new Call of Duty that came out.
I've played Modern Warfare 2, or is that what it is?
Yeah, the new Modern Warfare 2.
And they have like the new Warzone.
It's not as good as the original Modern Warfare 2, but that's still to this day one of my favorite Call of Duties ever.
Yeah, I think Modern Warfare 2 is one of the better Call of Duties in the last couple of years.
That's what I was. Yeah, it's been pretty nice. I have yet to play it since they came out with the hardcore mode because they, for some weird reason, skipped out on that at first.
Yeah, they didn't have like hardcore team deathmatch.
Yeah, which they don't even call it. They don't call it hardcore in this game. They call it Tier 1 or something like that.
Right.
But I mean, whatever. They changed the name. It's hardcore. That's all I know.
Are you going to jump back on if they introduce zombies? Is that something you're interested in? Or are you over that?
I think I'm over that. They haven't done that right in a long time.
Liked zombies. I didn't know what it was.
Not even Nazi zombies. The first one.
The very first one in World at War was amazing.
It's the exact same every time. There's no variance. Like, I just don't.
The first 2 times they did it was amazing. The originals with World at War. And
I love Nazi zombies.
The one with Black Ops, the first Black Ops.
I need some variant. I need like some random thing that makes it different from the last attempt. I don't want to just do the same
every single time they freaking did it. They always added some fucking off the wall shit.
No. I mean, when you play it, like you from one try to the next, it's the same exact thing.
So you don't like a horde mode type game?
No, I don't.
Well, here's what makes it fun. Maybe you were doing it this way, maybe you weren't. But when that mode was fucking first introduced, it was me, Ty, Sean Hartle, Sean McBride, a couple other people. We just kept passing the controller to see who could get the highest. And when you have a group of people, it's really fun.
See, that might be different. I just played it with people, and it was just hyper repetitive, like because it was like the same every time. The same. Like, once the best strategy was discovered, nobody wanted to ever try anything but that
Well, that's fair,
so this is fucking super fun, guys.
And then people found bugs where you could go into a corner and, like, couldn't be attacked. So
with
it's like, that's really fun.
Yeah, why would you want to do that?
To get as far as you possibly can.
I understand
because leaderboards.
Because leaderboards.
I don't understand why people do these things and are still having fun with the game.
Because everybody's different, bro. Like, I don't like the game at all, and you love it. That's the difference. I don't understand how you like it at all.
Well, I don't understand how you are you. So yeah.
That's my point, bro.
God his ass.
They're having fun because that's what they want to do.
As Depeche Mode once said, people are people.
Bro, there are people that will play 1,000 hours of Call of Duty and have the time of their life. That's what they want to do. And then
I used to be one of those people. I can't do it anymore.
There's people that their entire gaming library consists of, and this used to be me as well, Madden NBA 2K, FIFA, NHL, and Call of Duty. And
5 of them are the same game.
Yeah, right. all made by EA.
God
My buddy I
damn
work
it.
with, I'm like, dude, how pumped are you? Because he's a big gamer. Like, he'll stay up till 2, 3 a.m. every night. And I'm like, dude, how pumped are you for the Resident Evil 4 remake? He's like, what? I said, Resident Evil 4. He's like, I don't know what that game is.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
So-
what do you... He's never played it in his life. Like,
So you guys know how I hit you with all my game hours, right?
Yeah.
You call me a pretty serious gamer,
Yeah.
right?
yeah.
I once played Resident Evil 4 to the lake, and that's it. That's the furthest I ever got.
Oh, like you didn't even face like the lake monster?
I did the lake monster part, and then that was it. That's the only time I've ever played it.
Are you going to play the remake?
Probably, maybe.
Well, that's fucking crazy to me.
Um,
It's not my favorite Resident
Resident
Evil.
Evil 5 I've beaten on every difficulty, though.
What?
It was co-op. It was fun with friends.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I
No,
would
yeah.
say I've never been a fan of like the horror genre of video games.
Oh my god,
Like-
I need Corey here.
I'm not
I
saying
don't even
anything bad
I
about
don't
them.
even really see 4 as a scary game. Like,
Yeah,
it's more of an
I-
action game.
Just
Yeah.
just in general, like I'll watch them. Like I like watching somebody play them, but I don't like playing them myself.
2's a scary fucking game.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say Resident.
Until you watch a speed run and learn how Mr. X works.
Yep.
Shoot the gun over here, run right by.
I remember watching my brother play too, and just being like, "Oh my god!" Like even just watching it, you're kind of like scared for what's about to happen next.
I was playing 2. Adrian, I'll let you get to this because I was playing 2 remake a while back on Xbox One or whatever,
Yeah.
and I got to the part where the prison and Mr. X dragged that guy's head through the
Right.
busted through the wall and grabbed that guy.
You said
and then I
that
got to
guy.
the
It's
dog.
Leon.
I don't remember. No. The guy in the cell.
Oh yeah, Ben. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he grabbed him and like fucking
Crushed
ripped him
his
out the wall.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got to like the parking garage where you meet what's her face?
Ada.
I don't know, Ada. And
Uh-huh.
then the first dogs appear, and I was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, dogs are usually
but I
dogs in
got
Resident Evil game fucking
I got
suck.
it because I never played the classic one, right?
Yeah.
So I got this huge kick out of every time I came back to the main lobby. That black cop dude was getting more and
Marvin.
more- I was like, "This guy is gonna turn on me." This guy. Oh, he hasn't turned yet.
Every time you see him, he's falling apart a little more.
Yeah, he's like more and more close to death, and
Right.
like clearly turning into a zombie. I was like, "Wow, they're not hiding that at all, bro."
Right. Well, I mean, the first time you see him, he has a huge blood mark on his
Yeah,
ribs. Like,
But I
You're-
gotta say,
It's just like, when's it coming?
yep.
but I realized I've always thought like Resident Evil was like a survival horror game, but it's actually a Metroidvania game where you have access to like this quote unquote this castle or this fucking space station, or
Police
this
officer.
police station in this time,
Yeah.
and you
I said police
have to-
officer,
you-
PlayStation.
and you basically have to run around and solve a puzzle to progress further and further into
Oh,
it with
absolutely,
the
yeah.
occasional boss fight. It's literally Metro, and I was like, "Holy shit!" That changed my entire opinion on this series.
Yeah.
Like when I realized like what kind of game it actually was, the horror just always threw me off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was really cool though.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess
Yeah.
it depends on how you look at genres. I think some people would call it survival horror.
No, it's definitely survival horror, but like
And-
the core elements are the same core elements you find in like Symphony of the Night, like except
Yeah.
it's 2D, or like Metroid Prime. It's like
So
the same.
you didn't
kinda
know
game.
like puzzles were such a big element of the games? Is that
Or
what you
just-
mean? Like,
well, not
or-
puzzles, but
or
like,
you need to do something to unlock a new area to progress?
yeah, like this area is locked until you solve this puzzle and get this wrench that lets you turn this valve. And now
Yeah, absolutely.
You can progress. It was like, holy shit. It never done, and I'm just looking at it from like game design aspect because you
Yeah.
know how much I care about that shit. And I was like, holy, that changed my entire outlook on the series. Like that's really brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
They took like this concept that I really love and made it harder for me to play.
They gave you tank controls and horror.
I don't even mind tank controls. Like people bitch about them so much, but if you understand how they work and just play the game with it in mind,
Yeah.
it's your fault if you fuck it up.
Resident Evil is very creative with the camera
Yeah.
angles.
This is people. Oh, it has tank controls. Tries to do something that doesn't work with tank controls. God, these controls suck. It's like, no, you suck. And you're
No, you
blaming
suck.
the controls.
You suck. You suck.
Have you tried not trying to do something that's impossible to do?
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 is so fucking awesome because, like, the way they work the cameras, it's like you walk into a room and you can hear things walking and crawling around, but the angle that it's at, you can't see anything in front of you. So you know you have to move forward, but you know, like, oh, fuck. As soon as I do, they're going to be right in my face.
That's the part that gets me because, like I don't get scared from horror movies. Like they just don't get me.
Yeah.
Except really a couple, like handful of like Asian horror films.
Right.
Just because they focus on the ambiance and like the like
the atmosphere.
Yeah, the atmosphere. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
And like, we just do like, from a corner.
Jump scare.
Jump scare.
Which is more startling than it is scary.
Exactly.
Like,
it's like, oh, fuck.
Right.
Like, God damn it.
I'm not scared at all. Just I'm fucking annoyed.
Yeah. But then there's atmospheric horror. It was like, I want to do anything but walk down this hallway, but it's the only thing I can do. I'm looking at Silent Hills or game that never came out. Holy shit, that was the most terrifying walk around around one hall 4 times.
A hallway loop.
Fuck me, dude. That was terrifying.
Oh, that would have been the scariest game of all time had it come out.
Instead, we got Death Stranding.
Oh, God.
And now Death Stranding 2 is on the horizon.
Oh, no. Death Stranding, that ended up being the scariest game of all time, but for different reasons.
The monster.
It's a walking simulator.
And not only is it a walking simulator, you have to like balance yourself and not fall down.
It's so stupid. Yeah, the fucking monster sponsorship.
Like, honestly, I need to go back and finish Resident Evil 2 Remake. It was really fun from what I did play.
Yeah, that's a game I played so many times that I had a speed run down to like an hour and 6 minutes.
I heard about
that. On console.
And then I looked up the fucking times, and you're not even that far off like world record pace.
Right. Like, yeah, I have like 4 pages of instructions. Like, I knew all the puzzles by heart at one point. I'm one of those people that walk up to a statue, like, flip 3 times down, flip 1 time up, flip 2 times down. There's my medallion.
Yeah, like
that's I said to Corey when he talked to us about that, I was like, if he wouldn't spend the time to look at those notes, he might actually be able to beat the record.
Well, I mean, it's a cheat because you can pause the game. Like, if you hit start instead of bring up your menu, the time doesn't count against you. So, like, if you bring up your menu, it still runs in game time. If you hit start, where it's like retry or load. Yeah, exactly. If you hit pause, it doesn't.
Cheating.
No, it's not.
I didn't say no glitchless, no stop run. But I didn't cheat. I never like cut through areas that you're not like supposed to cut through. I got all the medallions and keys. And...
If they fucked up and left a way for you to go somewhere you're not supposed to be, that is within the realm of the game, and it's not your fault.
I'm not waifu, but I was pretty proud of that one. Some YouTube speedrun fans will get that.
I love speedruns. I'm a big speedrun guy. So, Mike, what's the most recent game that you've played recently? Since nobody asked, I'm kidding. But what's the most recent game you've played, Mike?
I was just kidding.
It Takes Two.
No, a single player game that I was playing by myself. It's a brand new game. Oh. Nobody's ever probably heard of it.
Chrono Trigger.
But it's called Super Mario RPG: Legend of the Seven Stars.
It came out in 1995 for the Super Nintendo. Brand new.
God damn it, Mike.
I don't think Mike actually plays more than like 7 video games.
No,
but that's okay.
I used to,
and that's fine.
I used to play a lot more. I just haven't really, like Adrian, a lot like Adrian. Video games that I have had on again, off again relationship.
It's mostly that when you do play games, it's something you've played a million times already instead of something.
Because I know I'm going to enjoy it.
And nothing wrong. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, it's like you do actually play games. It's just you play the same 7 games.
The only way I'm not like that is
and that's cool.
Yeah, the only way I'm not like that is with movies. Because I'm always watching new movies and shit. But with TV and games, like, I usually go to comfort. Like, I'm like, I know I love this.
I was literally planning to start a new run of FF10 today.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I ended up playing Elden Ring with my buddy all day instead.
Right.
Since I was off. I'll probably start it tonight or tomorrow.
That's what I mean. And I don't know how many times, like, when I had my apartment a couple years back and I was living by myself, every time I get off work, I'd come home and I would either play Call of Duty just because it was mind-numbing. Like, there was no actual like thought process really involved in doing that.
You're just like mentally exhausted. You just wanted to play like shoot, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Like I did when Call of Duty Ghosts was like the newest one. I had it on PS3, and every morning I got up like 5 hours before I started work. My entire daily routine was get up, make a pot of coffee, and while I drank my pot of coffee, just decimate fucking people's lives and Call of Duty Ghosts with a combat knife.
I miss.
Oh, dude! When I learned how to play with the combat knife and would get like 38-4 with no guns, I started to really enjoy it.
That was like the last Call of Duty where you could actually like snipe people.
Yeah.
Like the maps aren't designed for sniping really
Call of
anymore.
Duty World War II was really fun as well.
If I had,
I remember I liked
sniping
that
was
one.
pretty fucking strong.
if I had to guess any way that Doug would enjoy Call of Duty, it would probably be with a combat knife. That would be my guess.
Dude, I would say when Burkert had Call of Duty World War II, he had it on PS4, and I'd sit there and I'm like, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm coming up. I'm trying to theorycraft a build that doesn't use any guns or grenades.
Of course.
I use the combat knife and throwing knives, and that's it." And I picked airborne because they had unlimited run, so you never had to stop running. And I would run the entire outside of the map behind the enemy spawn point, and then run up and get like a 6-man kill. And I'd be like, "Hey, Burger, look at my screen." He's like, "What?" And I'd be running up, and the entire enemy team would be behind me, and I'd be like, "Stab." And
you're like fucking. You're like Rambo.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "I don't know how you do this, man." I'm like, "I'm just built different."
So in Black Ops 2, I used to fucking
Burkhardt, we're not the same.
in Black Ops 2. I used to get the most insane fucking Semtex throws.
Yeah,
Like, I would actually like have like recordings of them like fucking throwing them up through these like tiny little holes to get
hell
them,
yeah,
like lodged in the perfect place.
You were like
then,
Shaq and Steel when he had to throw the grenade. How many people get that reference, bitches?
Nice. And then in Advanced Warfare, which that game grew on me. It kind of sucked when I first started playing it.
I like the movement.
Yeah, that's the part that had to grow on me. But
I picked the combat shotgun and just
Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare had the worst zombies because they had like fucking jetpacks.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck?
See, that makes it more interesting right away.
Yeah.
So Advanced Warfare.
Sorry, Mike. Continue.
So
Inside
Advanced Warfare
joke.
had this gun, and my brother who listens to us, he'll know exactly where I'm going with this. It had this gun called the M1 Irons, which was essentially like a fucking python and I would put an AGCOG scope on it, and I would shoot people across the fucking map with this thing,
right?
And they would die because that gun was like it was a one-shot kill, and
one shot, one kill for seconds between.
Fucking, we used to play Search and Destroy with this big group of friends. So there was like 10 of us in one lobby, and we were all playing seriously. Like we weren't trying to boost or anything. We were just playing to play.
Yeah,
and we were all in the party chat together, and I shot this one dude from across the map with that fucking gun, and he fucking started cussing up a storm. He's like, "There's no fucking way you can like blah blah." I'm like, "Mother effing me this and mother effing me that."
Yeah.
Like the next round, he ended up on my team. And, oh look, Doug's playing Pokemon Go.
I just started tonight. There's a Pokestop across the street, and I'm close enough that I don't even have to move to hit it. So I've just been hitting it every time it comes back, every 10 minutes or so.
Just getting the gifts from it.
Yeah, I've been farming it.
So yeah, this guy ended up on our team the next time around, and we're playing, and I ended up being the last guy alive, and I pull out this fucking M1 Irons instead of my assault rifle, and he's watching. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck is he doing? There's like 3 other guys left alive. He's not gonna win."
Yeah.
And my brother's like, "No, just wait." And then I fucking just went poop, like popped them all off.
Right.
And he's like, he's just really good with that gun, isn't he? And my brother's like, "Yeah."
Yeah. One thing about Call of Duty that never fucking gets old is when you're playing online and it just gives you like that beautiful 1 or 2 seconds of proximity chat after you kill someone. Every time you kill someone, they're like, "That's fucking bullshit."
You know how many times I've been called the N-word playing fighting games and Call of Duty? Because I used to save messages on Xbox Live, man, after beating people in Marvel, and I've been called the N-word so many times as a ginger-headed, pasty white guy. It is insane how many times I've been called the N-word, like literally.
Shoot someone in the face and your mom's a fucking cunt.
Good times.
Did you guys ever see that meme? It was like a guy was talking about he got beat so bad on Madden afterwards that he had to tell the guy he was only 10 years old.
Oh, okay. I have to tell a story.
This guy whooped my ass so bad, and then he messaged me, and I said, "Dude, I'm only 10." He's a full-grown man.
Dude, okay, I have a story like that. All right, so this actually wasn't me. It was my cousin, and I'm not going to say his name because it all, like, looking back, it looks really bad, but we thought it was hilarious. We were 19 at the time. But Guitar Hero 3 online on 360, right? Like, yeah. I was fucking.
Oh, we could all talk some. You were way better than Mike and I, but we could all talk some Guitar Hero.
Yeah, but Matt was playing it, and one day this like kid, it was like a 10-year-old kid on voice chat got on, and he was like maybe 12, and Matt was just whooping his ass and talking horrible shit. He's like, "I'll fuck your mom" and all this shit.
Damn it, Doug! You said his name.
I know. And then at the end, he's like, the kid's like, "Could you please not swear? It's really bad." and the kid's mom gets on, is like, "You were swearing at my son," and my cousin goes stone faced, like, "No, man, your son was sitting here calling me all sorts of names and everything, and I really don't think that's very nice." And he just heard him fucking start screaming at the kid, and the disconnected instantly. And he's like, "Oh my god."
That's hilarious.
I know,
bro. That's like.
What parent believes some random fucking guy online over
because
their
he
child?
said it really respectfully.
He said it really nice.
He was like, "No, ma'am, actually, your son was sitting here calling me all sorts of names, and I really find that really just like wrong."
Your cousin pulled a fucking.
It was.
Your cousin
crazy.
pulled a fucking Adam Sandler and Click when he's smoking that cigar, and the kid's mom comes out. He's like, "One day I'm gonna make you pay," and she goes, "I didn't know you smoke cigars," and he said, "And that day is today." He's like, "No, ma'am, I found it from your son. He was actually."
When you say if you say something with confidence, nicely and respectfully, people just believe you.
Absolutely, that's fucked up.
But that's called lying.
And later that night, that kid got his ass beat
and probably grounded and lost. Wasn't allowed to play guitar.
And that kid was probably like, "I didn't do anything wrong."
You know what? Fuck that kid. Anyway,
and that kid went on to be Jeffrey Dahmer. Even though he's older than us.
Yeah.
You forgot
by a long shot, too.
Junior.
Jeffrey Dahmer Jr.
JDJ. You all know RDJ. How about JDJ?
That's hilarious. But yeah, it's just like that.
That kid went on to be Osama bin Laden.
Osama, no.
Mike, is the most recent game you've played Super Mario RPG?
Yes.
Did you do it for
It's
Twitch?
enjoyable. I was, yeah. I believe if I were to go to my channel right now,
what's your channel? Where can people find that?
Actually, it's twitch.tv/Mike is Nostalgia.
There you go.
There's 2 videos of Super Mario RPG.
Yeah,
and there is a 33-minute-and-a-half video of my test of Chrono Trigger that first time that you watched, Adrian.
Yeah. I watched your test of Final Fantasy X too, and it was
that was perfect.
Same focus off again.
Perfect.
It was perfection.
That was lagging like a motherfucker.
Same focus off again.
So when I streamed that, and I was having all those difficulties, fucking I don't know if any of you are familiar with Thomas Cogswell.
Yeah.
Thomas Cogswell.
I lived in the same house with him for a few years.
He apparently listened to our podcast when I was when I was plugging my Twitch channel, and he said, because that was when I did that really bad one.
Yeah,
He's like, that bad? He's like, what are you talking about? That plug's the reason I came.
He's like, it's so bad I have to.
And it was not disappointed. Nothing but anyway.
Well, guys, on 3. 1, 2. Teach us to blitz.
Teach us how to blitz. I didn't know what you were going
right
for.
now.
Will you teach me to football?
Come on, I have a game
after the show.
I know. I'll do this.
That's how you know it was for you.
God damn it! Final Fantasy X is peak gaming.
Some of the dialogue in that game, though,
it's beautiful. Shut up. If you say a bad thing about FF10, I'll end this episode and go home.
Wait, you are
You're already home.
So the other night, me and Adrian recorded an episode that we're going to delete because I drank an entire bottle of wine and he was drunk too.
Hey!
But we talked about a movie we both love, Everything Everywhere All at Once. And there was a point where I was talking and suddenly there's this crashing loud sound and nobody else is in this house and most of the shit isn't in this house. And I tried to disregard it. And then Adrian even's like, "What's that noise?" And I was like, "Wait, you heard that too?" I grabbed a dumbbell and I went to explore. If I had found somebody that night, we would have been making an American Psycho. I would have needed help returning a couple of videotapes at the video store.
I was returning some videotapes at the video store. Your business
Huey
card.
Lewis in the news.
Your business card. It's so perfectly white.
That's the power of. That's like one of the best scenes in cinema history.
What he kills
the business.
Jared Leto?
No, the business card.
The business card is so good.
In American Psycho. Have you seen American Psycho, Mike?
Eggshell white.
Have you actually seen American Psycho, Mike? Or are you lying?
I haven't seen all of it. I've seen parts.
Oh my god! So you haven't seen it?
You haven't seen it the way it deserves to be watched.
All right, yeah. Well, spoiler: that's gonna be an episode coming up in January or February, 100% now.
What? So we can get Mike to watch it and then talk about it?
Yes.
We'll find some bullshit about Christian Bale. We'll make up like, hey, it's 10 years since he's been.
There doesn't always need to be an event.
There does.
It's not gonna be an event for Annihilation. We're just doing it.
Wait for what? Oh, Annihilation.
Yeah.
Hey, Christian Bale's birthday is January 30th.
Perfect. Boom. It was meant to be, guys.
Hey!
Listen, we are doing Annihilation because it's the perfect movie to start off our bad movies.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's a great movie.
You never need a reason to talk about Annihilation. You just do
it's
it.
so good.
You just do it.
But anyway.
But Doug, for us to talk about that, you might have to properly watch the new Mortal Kombat just so we can say that you've seen all three. And Mike, you as well, yeah.
That's
God damn it.
Whatever. Like it's like an hour and a half, whatever.
Well, Doug, being a fan of
That's true. That's not as much of a chore.
It's not even a 4-hour movie is not a chore, Mike.
Yeah, being a fan of martial arts movies, Doug, you'll enjoy the first 15 minutes. And then maybe the last 10 minutes, maybe.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Wait, is it really not? Is there that little fighting?
No, there's fighting, but most of it kind of sucks.
Like,
everything between Scorpion and Sub-Zero, pretty badass.
Well, the guy that plays Scorpion is that fucking Asian dude that's been in everything lately.
Right.
He's so good.
He's so
Hold
good.
on a minute.
The guy who plays Sub-Zero is also very good.
Yeah.
But everyone else kind of shit. The guy that plays Liu Kang is fucking ripped.
So the new Mortal Kombat got a 6.1
Yeah.
out of 10 on
It's
IMDb.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but the new Liu Kang, he's ripped in a way that, like, he's not big. He's like Bruce Lee ripped. He's a small dude, but he's
there's
fucking...
zero fat on his body.
Zero fat.
Mortal Kombat
What it
Annihilation got a 3.6 out of 10.
That's more. Hey, look up Super Mario Brothers, the original Super Mario Brothers movie.
All right.
Are you ready to see what one's worse?
What it get? Do you guys want to know what Annihilation got on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
A 4%. A 4. Not like a 4 out of 10. A 0.4.
The Super Mario Brothers movie on IMDb has a 4.1, which is better than Annihilation.
Whoa.
Oh, wow, really?
We'll be doing a Super Mario Brothers movie for
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
our,
Earth Girls are easy or whatever.
Mike, did you hear what I said Annihilation got on Rotten Tomatoes?
For 4%.
A 4%. Jim Carrey actually has a movie that's 0%, but it's not Earth Girls Are Easy.
Earth Girls Are Easy got a 5.4 on IMDb.
What?
Yeah, that's 24,000 people.
That's shocking. It's the worst movie ever.
Yeah,
its
Jim
popularity
Carrey
has gone down 4,724.
Dude, it has Jeff Goldblum, Jim Carrey, and Damon Wayans, and it's the worst movie I've ever seen.
I mean, I can't. Nothing will ever beat Pizza. So
You haven't seen this movie yet, Mike.
I don't.
I couldn't even.
Adrian, you've seen this
finish it.
movie and Pizza. What do you think?
I haven't seen either in so long.
There's Licorice Pizza.
Licorice Pizza was good. That was one of my favorite movies of 2021, which you can watch on my YouTube channel of top 10 movies of 2021.
What's your YouTube channel?
That's Mike's Nostalgia.
Come on over to youtube.com/Baker Reviews. That's Baker Reviews. Nothing to do because he's not a hairy bastard.
For I am not a hairy bastard.
He's a culinary delicatessen.
In fact, I'm bald. I'm a very not hairy bastard.
Baker Reviews.
Baker Review.
Thank you.
He'll put out content once every 17 months.
Once every 17 months. That's a guarantee. I will promise you that.
I found Pizza on IMDb. It came out in 2005.
Yes.
It's an hour and 20 minutes long, and it has a fucking 5.6
What?
on IMDb.
Pizza?
How? I no longer trust IMDb anymore.
It's about time.
Guys, you know what we need to do? We need to do a bad movie episode on Jim Carrey's movie Dark Crimes. It has a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes.
It cannot be that.
It came out in 2018. It has a 0.
It came out in 2016.
I've never even heard
Oh,
of
2016.
Yeah. It's got a 4.7 on IMDb.
Does it really? Well, Rotten Tomatoes system is kind of broken, to be fair.
Jim Carrey's the only fucking person on this movie that I know.
I think this is actually a good moment for us to do something we've never done before.
Whoa, Doug introducing a new segment on an improv episode of Culture Shocked.
Yeah, it's a new segment called If You Like Our Show, Why Not Listen to This Ad. We'll be right back. We like to do shows with other podcasts from time to time, and So why not take a minute? We'll be right back and listen to this ad from another awesome pop culture podcast.
Give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
Hey, I'm entitled to see movies that don't suck.
Never tell anybody outside the family what you're thinking of getting.
I was not expecting that.
After you've scrubbed all the floors in Hyrule, then we can talk about mercy. Take him away.
No! You are going to die.
Yup. My ship sails in the morning. I wonder what's for dinner.
It's a jacked up review show. It's a jacked up review show. Jacked up review show. It's a jacked up review show.
Join your host Cam Sully each week as he chats with special guests to discuss many an insane movie and numerous cult TV phenomenons.
Listener discretion is advised. It's a jacked up review show. It's a jacked up review show. Jacked up review show. It's a jacked up review show. It's a jacked up review show. Jacked up review show.
And we're back. This is an improv episode, though, so you're right. Let's improv a brand new segment. Mike,
Oh shit!
what's the best song you heard this week?
Best
Oh
song
my
I've heard
God.
This week. Oh fuck. Okay, so I've been listening
He
to a
said,
lot of
"Fuck."
podcasts and books at work. So just give me 2 seconds.
Okay, if you can't name it off the top of your head, it's probably not that good. So what's the best podcast or book you heard this week?
All right. Well, so I'm into a book series called The Dresden Files.
Give us a synopsis of the series.
So the Dresden Files is a practicing wizard in Chicago who helps the Chicago Police Department solve crimes that are of the supernatural world variety. And he obviously gets made fun of a lot for being a professional wizard. The books, I believe there's 15 or 16 of them. It gets pretty fucking intense there towards the end. A lot of crazy shit happens, but there is a lot of, Greek mythology involved with it. There's a lot of Norse mythology. They go into the entire idea of like the Fey lines and all that kind of crap. It's actually really good. What I would basically kind of in a nutshell, in a nutshell, I would basically say that these stories.
Is that Japanese?
It's Japanese. These stories are basically like if you were to take,
as Nietzsche would say,
As Nietzsche.
if you were to take Harry Potter and adult it up like something like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Supernatural, that's what you would get.
Okay, that's the Dresden Files.
The Dresden Files.
The Dresden.
And which book are you on?
Currently, I am on Skin Game.
How many
which-
is that?
Oh shit! What the fuck book is that?
Skin Game. That sounds gross.
I think it's 13. I think I'm on book 13 right now.
It's like Wicked Game, but a little different.
And for you Buffy fans out there on Audible, it is it is narrated by James Marsters.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of the series. I was actually reading them myself a long time ago. I was a huge fan of the series before I ever listened to them on Audible. That just was kind of like a cool little fucking nugget for me when I started getting them on Audible. I was like, oh, no shit. Unfortunately, in my adult life now, I don't have time to read books. But, while I'm at work, it's a lot easier to just listen to them while I'm doing my daily shit. So
I can't imagine not being able to read fast enough to be able to read a book.
it's just...
I'm just talking shit.
I just have so much shit to do. Actually, after I'm done with this series, I plan on listening to the Harry Potter books.
For how many? Okay. Instead of listening to a new book, you're gonna listen to a book you already know.
When I was a kid, yeah, I want to listen to them from with adult ears now.
Okay. Hey, if you want to ruin them for yourself, you do. I'm just kidding.
Well,
But
the
yeah,
last
no, that's
the last
pretty
one
cool.
came out
No,
when
no.
I was 18.
I was kidding. Oh yeah, I am the youngest one in the show.
You are.
That is right.
You would have been 17, yeah, right? Yeah, you're only a year younger than us.
And I read the entire thing in one night. Anyway,
Actually, no, the same thing. I would have read it in one fucking whole day, but I had 2 chapters left, and I got invited to a fucking fire from Mary and Joe Aylesworth.
I would have said no. I've done that before. I've actually
Was I at that fire with you?
I can't remember if you were there or not.
Okay.
I also can count on one hand the amount of times I drank alcohol while in high school. So
Actually, same.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, mine
not Adrian.
mine was only about 2 or 3 times. I think.
Adrian's a fuck up.
Yeah, I'm a fuck up.
I did all my
Don't
bad
worry.
stuff in high school when I was a senior.
Don't worry,
It
I
was
started
literally-
drinking heavily when I was 18 and out of high school. And
It
lifting
actually
weights.
here's a little funny story. This is a little personal, but not awful.
Yeah.
Interrupting my new segment. I see.
Well, no, it's just so. and
This is
Adrian knows this-
improv. This is improv.
Adrian knows this because Adrian's a part of this story.
Oh,
So I
Oh,
dated
we
his
can't
I
play
dated
this.
I dated his cousin, back in high school.
That's true.
And when just to get back at her, because I don't remember why now, but
You guys had so much back and forth.
but to get back at her, I turned towards Adrian right in front of her and I was like, "Yo, so do you think like how much do I give you for you to get me like a joint?"
Right. Yeah, it was
I
one of
never-
those things.
I had never smoked before in my life.
I should have been like $30, bro.
He's like,
back
he's like,
then.
he's like $5. It's like $5.
Fuck,
That's
I was
fucking
honest.
easy. So I was like, all right. So if I swing by after school, can we do that? And you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So we went to Ties,
Yeah.
and
That was the spot.
that's what we did. And I just remember she was so pissed about it. But yeah, I that and drinking
Why?
alcohol.
Because you didn't invite her.
No,
Just because
she,
Mike was doing drugs and ruining his life.
and she knew the kind of person that I was.
I mean,
she
look
knew that
at
I was
him.
like super against that.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, Mike, the girl I also dated at the same time. I won't say names, but when she found out I was smoking weed, she's fucking like burst into tears. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God, you're dramatic. I'm smoking
Yeah,
some weed.
But Adrian, she was always really dramatic.
Yeah.
Adrian, best song you heard this week?
So this week, for whatever reason, I'm kind of getting more into listening to full albums as I fall asleep and shit, as
Okay.
opposed to listening to podcasts and stuff. Really
I like
been
that.
into my last album I listened to while falling asleep is Electric Ladyland from Hendrix, and then before that is Images and Words from Dream Theater.
Oh, God, I love Dream Theater.
Yeah, I'm really starting to dig Dream Theater lately more than I ever have.
Oh, dude,
No,
they're so good.
Yeah, not that I ever disliked them before. I just never really invested the time in them. I just like heard a song or two in passing from someone else. I was just saying, a buddy I work with at FedEx, he's a drummer. He used to that's probably his favorite band. So he used to talk about them all the time. And even back then, I don't know why I didn't. They never really stuck with me. I'd listen to a song or two and be like, that's cool.
All right. What got you like doing that instead of like listening to podcast stuff, like albums and whatnot? Or is it just like something for a change of pace?
It was just a change of pace. Like literally, I was just like sitting in bed one night. I couldn't sleep. And just the podcast, I don't know, it wasn't pulling me that night. And it's a podcast I listen to all the time, but I'm just like, yeah, I just wanted something fucking different. So I put on an album. I started with some classics, Physical Graffiti, Led Zeppelin 4, the White Album. And this week it's been Hendrix and fucking Dream Theater. Quite a difference.
Dream Theater, like you almost have to listen to like full albums. They're not like a single song to end, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Anything else to add in, or should I try answering that question too?
I mean, yeah, like I said, I've just been into listening to full albums lately, which I used to kind of just be like a song person. So those are my flavors of the week. Book I'm working on is John Grisham's Sycamore Row, which is a follow-up to A Time to Kill.
I didn't know A Time to Kill had a follow-up.
Now, question: Are you listening or reading that?
Reading it.
No shit.
The old classic paperback.
Yeah, I'm not a book on tape guy either. I like to hold a book
Well,
in my
I'm
hand.
really not normally either, but I learned having children really kind of takes up a lot of time.
You just kind of like, you have to listen to the book on audio, like when you're driving or when you can.
I'm pretty much, yeah. Like there's just so many. When you have kids and everything, like there's just so many more important things to do that it's hard to just stop and do things like read a book.
Oh, absolutely.
See, like when I was like even a young kid, I like to just be on my own. I couldn't stand like hanging out with other people. So it's like when I think about it, I'm like, if I ever had a kid, I guarantee they'd be just like that, and they would do their own thing, and I would let them.
Yeah, when they get older.
Oh no, dude! From the time I was like 4, bro, I would just be up in my room doing my own thing, like on my own. I like play with toys or like played a video game or like read books.
Doug is a dad, just letting his 2-month do whatever. He's fine.
Bro,
What's the deal with you crawling?
Oh God, crawling.
I don't need to be there for that. They're not going to remember it.
Doug would literally be like, his wife or girlfriend or whatever would be like, "Honey, he took his first steps." Doug would text back like, "And."
Tell me when he says his first words so I can finally have a conversation with this idiot.
With this idiot. Street Fighter.
There we go. Now that's my boy.
You'd be like, what about Street Fighter? Why does it work theoretically?
Explain to me the core principles of Jeet Kune Do and how they apply to your life. If you're 7 and you don't know, you failed me. What a disappointment.
What a disappointment.
I'd be like a not Asian, hardcore Asian parent.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I could see that.
Doug would just be.
But I give them a lot of freedom, like to fail.
Yeah.
But then I'd still be disappointed in them when they do.
He'd be insulting him all the time. What a Philistine.
It was like I wouldn't even be that. It was like when we talked the one time, it was like, yeah, my son drew like this hand turkey and it doesn't look like turkey at all. I'm like, why didn't you just say that doesn't look like a turkey? So they understand that and they don't think that's what a turkey looks like. But you're like, no, you can't say it. I was like, I don't get it. It makes no sense to me.
Why can't you say that?
Like, wouldn't it make more sense to educate them on what a turkey actually looks like so they can strive to do it correctly?
Yeah, but speaking of you being like a non-Asian Asian parent, I was watching. There's this group I like. I don't like. We've talked about this before. I like very, very few reaction channels, but I wanted to see like some people's general consensus of the Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I was watching these people, Cinebinge Reacts, they're called. They're like Canadian, but the one guy like he's Asian. And when the mom, when she says to her daughter, like, you need to start eating healthier, you're getting fat. He said, the one girl, she's like, she's just Canadian, just from Canada, you know, she's not Asian or anything. But she's like, oh my God. And he's like, welcome to Asian parenting. And he like laughed, but really he was crying. He said he's
like obsessed with this movie.
It's so good, Mike. It is literally my new favorite movie of all time. Anyway,
yes,
continue.
Mike, that is a true statement. It's Doug's number one.
Back to the Future and The Matrix have been beaten.
And it's very possibly in my top 10, top 5.
And I would not be surprised at all if you don't feel that way.
Yeah,
say that now.
I wouldn't be surprised if you don't like it much at all. But you might love it.
You guys think I'm not going to like it?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if you don't. But if you do, I'll be happy. Your worldview and mine and Adrian's worldview are very different. Let's just put it that way.
I guess we'll see.
Some people see it as a fucking beautiful masterpiece. Other people are just like, this movie's too fucking weird for me. I don't get it. I don't like it. I've heard very few people that be like, it's all right. I like some stuff, except Corey.
Fuck Corey.
People are either like, it's the best movie of the year, or
Corey,
why the fuck do
Christmas people... hating, that everything hating, everywhere hating, all at the same time. Christmas hating, fuck.
Corey hates everything, Bagels.
It's got Jamie Lee Curtis and Randy Newman in it. How can you hate it?
It does. Randy Newman's the voice of. I don't want to spoil it.
You have no idea what this movie's going to be like. I'm gonna say right now.
Like, if I ever had to give a plot for a movie, like I wouldn't even know what to like.
Listen, I'm already excited. There's a guy in it named Gong Gong.
There is.
And then Gong Gong Alpha, and wait.
When they were doing the React, they accidentally called him Dong Dong. He's like, bro, it's Gong Gong. He's like, I don't know who that fuck Dong Dong is.
This guy's name is Police Confetti.
Yes.
And he was.
It totally makes sense.
When you see the movie.
Mike, stop looking stuff up. We want you to watch it with fresh eyes.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at names.
Exit out.
Stop looking at spoilers, you piece
Review
of
it.
shit. Review it.
I can't believe I did not review this movie.
All right, don't worry. I closed out, and now my culture shocked background is on my screen.
But yeah, I guess to answer my own question to you guys.
Yeah, Doug. Hey, Doug.
it's
What's the last song you listened to or book
the
you
last
read?
song or best song?
Or what
the
did you?
week?
Oh yeah, what's the best song you listened to this week?
It's actually a band that I discovered at the beginning of like the pandemic, but sort of just forgot about. They're called Release the Archers. They're like a power metal band with this just fucking powerhouse lead vocalist named Brittany. Her name is Brittany Hiles, but her stage name is Brittany Slays, and she is fucking incredible. I've actually showed them to you, but the song was called Awakening. It's like their full band playthrough, and I remembered instantly how much I love power metal and how fucking unbelievably good they are. They're like a Canadian power metal band that's been going for 14 years. I only discovered 2 years ago and just sort of forgot about it again until like this week. So like I kind of rediscovered them again and I was like, oh yeah, this band's fucking incredible.
Doug just said they were bland. He meant to say band and he said bland.
Oh, my bad.
Doug's like, I love them because they're so bland.
They're so fucking incredible.
He said they're so not that.
But
now here's
I actually haven't sat down and read a book in a very long time.
Okay, well let me just say real quick. We can get to the book thing. Here's where you and I are going to differ a little bit, and you're not going to like it. Power metal to me.
You liked them when I showed them to you.
Yeah, no. I like power metal, but I can't sit there and listen to it for a long time. Like
it's like because it's like more. It's just like real powerhouse vocalists, but it's not like screaming or death metal.
No, right?
Like that.
Yeah, no. I know what the genre is. It's just not a genre I can sit there and listen to for like 2 hours. Like
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I understand.
I'll have to show you this band, Mike. This girl is going to blow your fucking mind. She hits notes I don't think anyone's been able to hit since Robert Halford.
Wow. But she is rather bland.
Yeah, right. Brittany Slays is anything but bland.
But not like
also
not like
she's
bland,
gorgeous.
like in a bland way, like in a weird like.
No, it's like, like those bags of cheese that say pizza blend. Oh, blend. I meant blend.
Pizza bland. Let me get your blandest slice. Let me get your blandest slice of pizza.
I'm sorry, I meant blend.
Let me get your blandest slice of pizza.
No, I wombo, you wombo. It's first grade, SpongeBob.
It's first grade.
I put my heart on a blender.
Actually, I'm going to try that now. I'm going to go to a pizza place and be like, can I get your blandest slice of pizza?
Dude, if they just bring out a piece of dough, I would give them like $10 for that.
Oh, hell yeah. Be like, oh, you're getting a tip, motherfucker.
I'm coming back tomorrow.
Let me get your not blandiest piece of pizza.
Let me get your most exquisite. Can I have your most exquisite pepperoni? Your most exquisite cured meat?
Anchovies.
Do you have the artesian?
Ooh.
I would like some artesian salad, please.
God damn it.
But yeah, like books. Like there's a book I tried to recommend to you the other night that kind of has like some of the same themes as Everything Everywhere All at Once, except it's had way more like down to earth and like.
What was it? I was drunk.
It's called The Stranger by Albert Camus, and it's literally my favorite book of all time.
That doesn't sound familiar at all.
I know.
You sure we talked about this?
Adrian, you were drunk during an episode?
So was I.
When's the last time that happened?
When was that one that I was? Oh, Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, you mean that one that has a perfect retention rate to beginning to end? Yeah.
Well, I wasn't
Well,
drunk
no
Final
shit.
Fantasy VII.
No, I'm just saying, like we can do it when the topic's right.
Yes.
Wait. Does Final Fantasy VII have a perfect retention rate?
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Corey.
Corey.
I don't know if this will appeal to anyone else, but I love things about existentialism and like the crisis of the human condition, so to say.
It makes me feel really empty when I start
This
thinking
is why
about stuff
Mike
like
isn't
that.
going to like our new favorite movie, Adrian.
Yes.
But see, I find comfort in that, though. I find comfort in that, like, there's meaning to nothing and everything. There's no purpose to anything. Like, to me, that makes me happy.
I used to scare the shit out of when I was younger. I used to scare the shit out of myself. I'd start like really contemplating like what the point of everything is.
Yeah.
And like imagine like you start with yourself and you're just zooming in or not, and you're zooming out and you're going further and further. Like, why does this exist? Why does this exist? Why is this here?
Mike
And, like,
discovered existential crisis.
You
and
get to
doesn't
this
really-
entire point where you're like, why is this universe here? And then all I see is like just this like big black circle and there's just nothingness. And I'm like, I remember
See, that exact reason is what brings me comfort.
well,
There is no
I can tell you teenage me did not like that.
Here, I'll explain to you like so when people are like constantly like struggling to like understand why we're here, they're not paying attention to what's right in front of them, and they're just so caught up in like this grander purpose or this deeper meaning
Right.
that they fail to
Like my life is supposed to be grandiose.
They fail
like
to acknowledge like the beautiful little things that happen each and every day that
yeah.
Like and understand the fact that there doesn't need to be deep meaning. The
They
meaninglessness brings meaning to every action.
They forget to stop and look at the flowers.
Well, not to get too much
A
in.
lot deeper than that.
Not to get too much into the movie, but it's basically like nothing matters. Nothing matters.
Therefore, everything matters.
Exactly. Yeah.
When nothing matters, you realize that everything has meaning.
Yeah, exactly. Like nothing
It's a
matters. Nothing
you'll
matters
understand.
can be the saddest statement of your life, or it could be like nothing
most
fucking
beautiful.
matters. Yeah, right.
To me, it's like the most beautiful like realization I came to was like nothing matters.
Are
That
we
makes
doing a Metallica song right now? Nothing.
no. That song sucks.
I think I started.
Metallica sucks.
Fuck off.
I don't like that song.
I think I started like Mike in my teenage years with like the nothing matters, like why the fuck am I here? What? And as I've gotten older,
I will say that definitely, like as I've gotten older, I've developed a different like mindset of like if you can't control it, don't worry about it because you're just going to stress yourself out. Like only worry about what you can control.
yeah.
I'll take it a step further. What if you can't actually control anything? You're just deluding yourself into thinking you can.
Yeah, and then it just takes even more stress away.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah,
But
When you realize that there's no purpose to anything, you stop trying to prove yourself.
I just worry about like the things like kind of what you said. You know, I worry about what's in front of me. I worry about my life. I don't really worry about anything else. Like all that shit that I used to think about, but like the whole zooming out and looking at the whole universe and wondering what the fuck's the point. Like I don't do that anymore. Like it doesn't.
I don't do YouTube when I do post. I don't do YouTube because I want to be fucking famous or I want to make a lot of money. That'd be nice if I made money, but I just do it because I love talking about movies.
Well, that's the thing. Like obviously, the four of us would love to make money doing this.
Yeah,
but we don't do it to do that. We're doing it because it's something we're enjoying. Like it's a good hobby that we love to do that we would love to turn into a job.
yeah.
And I know you guys will maybe even disagree with this. I don't even want to make a lot of money. I just want to make enough to get by.
to live,
That's
yeah.
it.
That sounds really dumb.
Yeah, like
I know.
I want to make a lot of money.
I despise money. I despise it.
Yeah. Well, you could make a lot of
it's the root of all
money.
evil.
You could make a lot of money and give it to good purposes.
That's true.
So let's make a lot of money.
I've talked to many people about this, and I feel like I have this weird theory that the reason people who want to be very charitable are poor is because that's not the way the world works.
No, it's because they give everything away.
They give all their money away. Yeah. The
They
people
never have anything because they constantly give it away.
the people that have the least give the most, and the people that are at the fucking top don't give any of their money. Or they get to the point where they're so filthy rich they give $1 million, and that's like 0.00001% of their worth.
It's really nothing. to them.
Right.
It's like I had this conversation with someone recently, and like they gave away $100 million. I'm like, okay, imagine you had $400 and you gave away $10.
That's what it's like. Yeah,
That's nothing, right? At that time, because you have 400.
Yeah.
Now imagine you have $40 billion and you gave away $100,000. It's the same percentage.
Yeah. It
It's
just sounds like a
nothing.
lot because, you
It
know,
sounds like a lot because
to you and me, that is a lot of money,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
to them,
But
they're
it's
Oh, and
to
when,
them,
and, when, and
it's-
when they're donating it to some charitable fucking foundation,
or just
you know,
any other reason, they
or
spend
any
it.
reasons, yeah. But like, oh yeah, they made like $100,000 donation to. They're awesome. And I'm like, okay,
let them eat cake. Let
me-
them eat cake.
let me ask you how that hurt them, because again, I guarantee you it did not.
It
Yeah.
doesn't have to hurt them though.
Well, no, but
Why does doing something good have
Because
to be painful?
Damn, Mike, that's a fucked up perspective. It has to hurt them.
Everyone
No,
needs to
see,
feel pain.
okay. I actually hate that outlook that because we have to go through it, someone else has to go through it. I despise that outlook.
Well, this should have just been an episode on this.
That's actually no. That's not. No, we had a very similar discussion like this the other day in our Discord.
All right, so Mike, what was that you were just saying there?
I
You're
didn't
gonna edit
realize
this
that.
to make that make sense, Adrian.
I didn't realize that Crisis Core just came out today.
Oh, reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that even okay. So I'm super excited for that because this is the first Final Fantasy in history that released on PC on Steam the same day it released on consoles. It took all this time.
It's $50. Rated
And
T for T.
It's a remake of a game I played on PSP 2015 years ago.
Well, so going off of our
It's rated T for Tifa.
going off of our most recent episode,
Tifa. Sorry, go ahead.
going off of our most recent episode we did without Corey. Yeah, I was actually looking really forward to playing this. Like I was going to go back and I didn't know they were redoing this.
All right, it's a really good game.
Yeah.
I played it. I 100%ed it back on the PSP. It took me like 125 hours to do it all. Me and my cousin Matt played it to death. It was super fun. And I'm sure it's super fun now. And they probably
looks like they did the same thing to it that they did the Final Fantasy VII remake.
The gameplay was already like an action game. Like you rolled around and casted spells and like a dodge roll and all kinds of shit. Like it was already like that.
Is Crisis Core Zack?
Well,
yes,
yeah.
It's the story of Zack.
I'm going to tell you right now, the gameplay reminds me of Dynasty Warriors. Like the hack slash.
Doug said, no, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Doug's telling you your opinion.
No, it doesn't.
That's not what it reminds you of, Mike.
It's not.
Damn it, Doug. You can't tell Mike. He might be wrong, but you can't tell him his opinion.
Fuck that. I hate that. I hate that mentality.
He said, I hate that you just said that.
No, dude.
I take it you don't like Dynasty Warriors?
No. It's just nothing like it.
No, you don't feel that way, Mike.
You're wrong.
I've decided you don't feel that way.
Like, okay,
I do.
I will say this: my biggest like annoyance in the world is, and not the reason I think we're having troubles as a society.
God damn it, Doug!
No,
this is gonna have to get deleted.
This isn't political. It's that at some point, instead of respecting the opinions of people that know what they're talking about, we decided that every Tom, Dick, and Sally's opinion had equal weight, and it doesn't. Well, I'm sorry if that makes you feel bad, but you don't know what you're talking about, and that's okay. But your opinion is shit if you aren't compared to somebody who knows what.
Mike, he was very angry about you saying Dynasty Warriors.
My name is Tom, Dick, and Sally. How did you know?
Dick and Sally?
Wait, can we live like Jack and Sally if we want?
Dick and Sally.
But I had to get that out there. And
Dick Salad?
Anytime someone's like, you can't, it's like just their opinion. So what? Fuck their opinion. That's my opinion, bro.
That's my opinion.
Your opinion is shit.
But it's just like your opinion, man.
No, and the best part is when you say that to someone, they're like, you can't say that. It was like, nah, it's just my opinion. And then they shut the fuck up.
Well, see, I understand if someone says, like, Devil May Cry is just like The Sims. Like, no, it's not at all. But if that's how you feel.
There's literally not a scene in this game that looks like Dynasty Warriors combat.
God damn it, Mike, what were you talking about? Wait, are you just...
I guess I'm wrong.
He's looking at... Okay, I know what you're looking at. You're looking at a cutscene of the very end of the game.
No, it's gameplay.
Are you looking at this picture of Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion on Steam Deck? Of them fighting the giant, like, spider thing?
No, I was watching... So there's a trailer on Steam, obviously.
Yeah.
And some of the gameplay is just reminding me a lot of how Dynasty Warriors was.
Dude, it's almost identical to, like, the last Final Fantasy game you played, just a little slower.
Yeah, that's not how you feel.
Why does your mind go to Dynasty Warriors?
I don't
like, if
know.
that's where your mind goes, that's where your mind goes. I just, like...
Mike,
I don't know.
Mike, we're going to edit this out, and the next thing you're going to say is, you know what this combat doesn't remind me of? Dynasty Warriors.
You know what?
That'd be so fucking random.
Sure, Mike.
What if we did edit all that out, and that's, you know what this doesn't remind me of? Dynasty Warriors. Like, why do you even say that?
I got to learn to say things in the same exact thing, but in a nicer way.
That's all you have to do,
I guess
Doug.
it could remind you of Dynasty Warriors, but once you play it, I think you'll feel differently.
There you go, Doug.
Yeah, that's very possible. I'm just saying from what I was watching.
Doug's like, I respect that, but I don't know, and you're an idiot.
I'll have to consider the points you made.
I'll have to consider the points that you made.
I'm just gonna start saying that when I completely disagree with somebody on every front. I'll have to consider the points you made, because then they'll just shut up. I bet.
That is like a new condescending dick way of. There's like that makes me really angry for some reason when he says that.
I'll have to consider that.
I told Adrian to fuck off in a very nice way when I paid him the rest of his money.
Oh yeah, what'd you say? Pleasure yourself.
It was like, why don't you go pleasure yourself?
I'll pay you back when you thank me for paying.
Doug, my opinion is that you should pay me back. You're like, well, your opinion's wrong.
Your opinion sucks, bro.
I don't give any validity to your opinion. Like, wait,
Yeah.
but wait, what?
That's just kind of like your opinion, man.
That's just like your opinion, man. That is so funny. Doug told Mike his opinion's wrong. Like he didn't tell him it's wrong. He told him, no, Mike, you don't feel that way. I understand saying his opinion's wrong. But...
all I can hear is Tom Petty right now. You don't know how to feel.
Exactly.
Have you ever like just stopped and thought, man, if people could just see the world the way I see it, everything would be so easy and efficient?
Well,
Is that just me?
No. I think you're wrong about that.
That's not how you feel, Doug.
Yeah, that is not how you feel.
You're right.
No, I really do think that's how Doug feels.
No, it is.
It's definitely how Doug feels.
I kind of wish I could make everyone's decisions for them. Wow, am I addicted? Shit.
I think you're a Nazi, baby.
I guess you know what? I think I sang that wrong. I think this is Doug. I'm gonna tell you how to feel.
No.
Yeah, suck
I'm
on
gonna
that,
tell you how
Tom
you're
Petty.
allowed to feel.
Rest in peace, you son of a bitch.
Oh,
You ever see the movie
Doug,
Equilibrium?
you're not allowed.
No,
to
I just
feel.
thought it's. You guys ever seen the movie Equilibrium with
No.
Christian Bale?
No.
It's kind of whole dystopian future. They use that gun kata bullshit.
No.
But they have to. Everybody
Is that
every
like a
day
different
has to take a
version of
pill
cottage
that
cheese?
basically makes them not feel anything,
Oh.
so that everything runs smoothly, and it really works. But
Cool
there's no
concept.
art. Music is banned. All music is banned. All art is
Well,
banned.
I already fucking hate that.
So they get rid of anything that makes you feel like.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's for people who try
Cool.
to revolt against it.
I'm
there's,
not
like,
saying
this
that's a good idea. I'm saying that's a good concept for a movie.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's a bad idea
did Corey
too. But
make this movie?
no. But sometimes I actually find myself thinking, man, maybe that wouldn't be so bad. But then I like listen to a song, I'm like, no, that's shit, bro.
Yeah,
I think I would go
he said-
insane.
But just sometimes I hear something so fucking stupid come out of somebody's mouth, and I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I just take the pill and not
I
feel
think
anything
we're
better.
insane now.
Remember that time somebody said fucking Crisis Core reminded them of Dynasty Warriors? That was some
Yeah.
dumb shit.
Hey, I'm glad you saw the parallel the correlation I was trying to draw. You really got me. The corollary was there, and you saw it. Thank you.
Listen, I'm just,
That's like the hardest. That's like the deepest way I could ever go out of my way to insult somebody's opinion.
I'll have to consider the points you both have made.
You both have made.
I feel I'm hurt right now.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, but yeah.
Let me just think about it 1 inch to the left.
I think we should do an episode on that movie. It's a really cool one.
Equilibrium.
Yeah, it's a really fun movie.
Hey, Christian Bale's birthday's coming up.
But I think
I think it's January 30th. Maybe we should just do an actor spotlight on Christian Bale.
We could do a Christian Bale movie every week up until his birthday.
Dude, that's
No.
2 weeks.
Well, no, I mean we would have like
December
a month.
30th, Mike.
No, January.
No, January
January
30th.
30th.
Yeah,
No,
so
I want
like,
to devote an entire month.
Yeah, I don't
to
think
that.
Christian Bale. He's a great actor, but if I had to like, he wouldn't be the first actor I'd give a month to.
Batman, American
Psycho. Well,
no,
for
we wanted to
the
do Equilibrium.
for the third week in a row, let's talk about
We
Batman.
only get to do 4 movies. It's going to be Batman, and American Psycho.
Plus, Public Enemy's a really good movie.
After we talk about fucking Batman animated series.
First of all, American Psycho is hands down Christian Bale's best movie above all 3 Batmans.
Like
Oh.
as his performance, or you mean as a whole movie, or
For a movie that he's a part of in his performance, I
Oh,
think
yeah,
American
I agree.
Psycho is his top movie.
yeah, I agree.
I've never seen The Machinist, but some people
Oh,
try
I
to compare it.
love that movie.
Yeah, I would like to watch it.
It's
but
a lower budget, like a B movie, but it's
All right,
so
yeah.
fucking
Well,
good.
I have a question. So, obviously, we all have our favorite actors, but putting that aside,
Least favorite actor?
no. Who is?
I can finally say it.
it doesn't have to be your favorite actor, but who do you think, like in your opinion, is one of the most talented actors?
Cillian Murphy.
Wow, yeah, that's a.
Mike's
I agree
like,
with that.
Mike's
That's a
like,
good
that
one.
was my answer. No,
No, that wasn't my answer. No, that's a good one. You guys,
I think
know
he's
mine.
one of the most underrated high-level actors
Oh,
in
for
Hollywood.
sure.
I
hands down.
actually agree with that. He was amazing, obviously, as
He's never been bad.
he's amazing as the Scarecrow, obviously in the Christopher
He's
Nolan
great in
movies.
Scarecrow. He's great in Scarecrow. He's great as the guy in Inception. He's fucking great in Peaky Blinders.
I was gonna say I heard he's amazing in Peaky Blinders.
He's a fucking all-star.
Oh yeah, Cillian
He's-
Murphy's a fucking heavy hitter.
But I think probably the greatest actor that I could name off the top of my head is Gary Oldman.
Gary
Oh
Oldman's-
God, the range on that man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That or wait, is that Gary Oldman? Gangs of New York. Daniel Day-Lewis. My bad.
Oh,
Daniel Day-Lewis might be the greatest actor.
Daniel Day-Lewis is very selective with the movies he does.
Yeah, and
For
he's,
a reason.
He's literally Gangs of New York is also probably one of my top.
That's a
like,
great
10.
movie.
It's in my top 10.
Daniel
hands down.
Day-Lewis is a guy who does like
That makes sense. Doug, you like a lot of mobster type stuff.
Oh, I
right?
love it. I love it
I've
entirely.
never seen Gangs of New York.
I'm the one who got Adrian to give Sopranos a second chance after all.
Yes.
I need to watch that too.
Mike. Wait, let me go through these. We might have already talked about this. Godfather. Have you seen it?
Nope.
Part 2.
None of them.
Scarface.
Part 2 is one of the best movies ever. I don't even
no.
like Scarface that much.
But has Mike seen? Is the question.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Goodfellas.
What a
nope.
great movie!
You haven't seen Goodfellas? Casino.
Dude,
Yes, I've seen that one.
The Casino's the one you've seen. I mean, it's a good movie, but that's the one you've seen.
dude,
I've seen
Goodfellas
Casino.
is so.
You have to
good.
watch Goodfellas, yeah,
and all 3 Godfathers.
I've seen
and The Sopranos.
I've seen
and
Knockaround
Sopranos.
Guys. That's a mob movie.
What is it?
Knockaround Guys.
Why have you seen these fucking movies and you haven't seen? What the fuck?
He's like missing the best possible ones.
I've seen
in
The
them.
Departed.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
That's a good movie.
That's actually one of my favorite movies.
No, I don't think you feel that way, Mike.
Yeah, Mike, you don't
It's
feel
not
that
my
way.
It's now an opinion for
No.
not seeing a movie.
I'm learning to say it. I'm like, Mike, I feel like you wouldn't feel that way if you saw these other movies.
No, I actually. There's a lot of movies that I have wanted to see, but I just never have.
I'm sorry, I said I feel like you. I think you would reconsider your opinion if you
I
saw
think,
these other
Mike, I
movies.
think you'd reconsider the points we've made.
But yeah. No, dude, it blows my mind you haven't seen some of those. But yeah, I love mafia movies, like mob movies, like Yakuza style movies. The whole like cartel style shit doesn't do a lot for me, except in Breaking Bad.
Except,
handled it so well.
right?
Scarface is, I think, one of the most overrated movies of all time.
Scarface.
Yeah,
I love it, but I don't think it holds up nearly as well
Yeah.
as a lot of the other
I-
mobster movies.
As far as popular mafia movies goes, I've seen The Departed.
mm-hmm.
I've seen American Hustle.
Mm-hmm. Gangs of New York isn't a mob movie.
It's
not?
not?
At all. No.
Oh.
No.
I've seen Casino.
Gangs of New York is an experience.
Gangster Squad was a movie I wanted to see but never did.
Also, Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the best actors of all time as well.
I've seen The Equalizer.
I knew we'd all say that about Leo DiCaprio. So I was,
All right. I have a question for you guys. What's your favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
Oh, mine's Departed.
God,
I'll be shocked if someone says the one I said.
The Departed is in one of my top 5 movies to rewatch.
Mine's in a much older one.
like you mean as in, like, when
is
he was
yours
younger?
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
No, Doug. I know what Doug's is.
Is it? Do you?
I think so. Catch Me If You Can.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
It's one of my favorite movies. Period.
Oh man, I'd
so good.
probably say Critters 3.
You had such a serious look on your face before you said. All right, but for real.
All of our horror fans are gonna be laughing their ass off.
Okay, but for real.
Oh man, it's so hard. Shutter Island, definitely way up there.
Super good.
Yeah, Django Unchained, although he's not a big enough part. So
Oh, he's a big enough part.
the movie itself is incredible.
He's one of the main guys. He's the main antagonist.
That's like one
Yeah,
of the first movies that he's done that he wasn't like the main
the
character.
guy.
Yep.
He was super good in that movie. But
Yes. He,
and his
did,
whole
did you
improvised
know?
scene with the bloody hand.
Yeah,
Hell
that's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I feel
Dude,
sorry
he
for that
is-
chick.
And he rubbed his blood all over her face.
Yeah.
Yep.
Carrie Washington, and she just had to keep going.
At a certain point, actors are too big to like say no.
The show must go on.
And I know that sounds really questionable.
Yeah.
Just ask that bear in The Revenant. he was such an important actor that he couldn't sing. Anyway, that's a horrible joke. But what was I gonna say?
It would be so hard between I love Inception.
It's crazy to me that Inception and Shutter Island came out around the same time.
Right. It was the same year.
Yeah, I know. And I talked shit on Shutter Island without seeing it. I was like, there's no way it's better than Inception. Then I watched Shutter Island. I'm like, this is probably better.
I can tell you one of the worst. I can tell you one of the worst Leonardo.
Doug, you would
DiCaprio
never
movies.
do that. The Batman. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Nothing's
Dude,
beating the Batman.
You can't tell me, there's no way I would have ever believed that until I saw it.
By every sense of logic, the Batman should have been your number one.
And let's put it this way. That just goes to show that I am willing to admit I was
Hell
wrong.
yeah.
When a lot of people wouldn't have. They were just like, nope.
And it's so funny that you love Everywhere Everything so much because it has so many parallels to The Matrix and Back to the Future. But, it's kind of...
It's so much more than that.
Oh no, it definitely is. But we'll save that.
Deeper. It was so much deeper than either of those.
Fuck yeah, we'll save that though. Mike, what were you saying?
Yeah.
What's your least favorite Leo movie?
There's definitely a bad Leo movie.
I said Critters 3. What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't Look Up.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. That's like the Netflix one.
Yeah,
no,
it's the one that just came out in 2020,
and it's a stacked cast too.
Yeah, it's just
wow.
it's not the premise behind it is actually really good.
Yeah,
The Irishman. Wait, was he even in that?
no,
It's a Scorsese movie, so I just
So you you think he's like Tim Burton and Johnny Depp?
dude, he is.
The premise behind Don't Look Up is amazing, but the execution of the movie was not done well.
Yeah. What's the concept? It's just like an end of the world kind of movie, right?
And it's kind of like just nobody believes it, and there's these one or two people that are like trying to be like, hey, you need to look at it, but everybody's so blinded by the media,
Right?
that everybody's like a zombie or a drone to it, which is, I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
I will
Just
say,
stop watching televised news and you'll be fine.
I will say,
everybody.
runner up for The Departed, Blood Diamond is one of my favorites of his.
Blood Diamond's good. Not one of my favorites, but
I'm really glad neither of you guys said Wolf of Wall Street because I would have lost a little respect. As much as I love that movie, it's all at his
movie, but
best
I-
would make me lose a little respect for you.
I'm probably
I
between.
think I like Matthew McConaughey more in that movie than I do.
Oh,
He's only in it for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Those are rookie numbers. You got to pump them.
Yeah, he has a great part.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love Leo. He might be my favorite actor of all time. It's between.
nothing wrong with that.
It's so hard. Shutter Island, Django. I unabashedly
See,
love
I'm not-
Titanic. I
yeah.
love Titanic.
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
It's a great fucking movie.
I'm not fucking 10 anymore. I can admit it now.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what, guys? I like The Notebook, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Me too. I love The Notebook.
There, see, we're past that point in our lives where we have to pretend like shit.
Doug,
like
I
that isn't
disagree
good.
with how you feel. Like you, not I disagree. You don't feel that way.
The movie A Walk to Remember
I
actually
did.
made me cry.
Dude, the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once made me cry for 20 minutes straight.
he had grown man tears.
I gotta watch this
You know what
movie.
sucks? Love Actually.
Love Actually.
Since we're going to be talking about Christmas movies, it sucks. Some people would hate me for saying that. But
Every movie on Hallmark and Lifetime.
whoa, what about that one?
Yeah, what about that one with the girl in the red shirt and the guy in the green sweater?
Yeah,
Hold on.
right?
Let
Exactly.
me
That's
tell you.
75
Hold on,
movies.
guys. I'm going to give you a movie premise. You ready? You tell me what movie it is.
Oh, I like this.
So,
Just
This-
Friends.
Mike's like, wow, you fucking nailed it. Critters
Could
3.
you imagine if I got it?
I'm going to say Critters 3.
so no. The single mom's down on her luck. She moves to a new town. Doesn't
Sweet Home Alabama? No, she's not a mom.
doesn't have any friends, and then she meets this like rich guy who's obviously white, and
Obviously. all
And
rich
it's-
guys are.
And it's just before Christmas.
and it's
her
just
kid and her
before
are fighting.
Christmas, and and then this guy just swoops in, and is he too perfect? Is he too good to be true?
How big
Who
is his
knows?
dick?
Is it Miracle on 34th Street?
No, it's every Hallmark movie ever.
I hate my mom watched all those fucking stupid movies, man.
Oh, God.
I know. That and Lifetime, bro.
Love Actually got a 7.6 on IMDb, but
I've never even seen it.
I mean, if you guys want to go down that rabbit hole of like sitcom or not sitcom.
Well, okay. I have a so rom-drom coms.
Rom-drom condoms.
I'm rom-drom coms. The romantic
rom-com,
comedy
drom, sitcom,
So,
rom-bomb, flom.
One that isn't actually like the main character doesn't learn. Okay, The Family Man with Nicolas Cage.
I love that
He
movie.
is a piece of shit in that movie, beginning to end.
What?
Huh.
No, he's not.
Dude.
Are you kidding me? That whole
Can't
fucking
hate on Nick
movie's
Cage.
that whole movie is about him getting a second chance with his college girlfriend, and
I
fucking,
knew I would trigger Adrian.
he
if I
becomes a
said
great
that.
person by the end of it.
I actually like that movie. I just knew I would piss you
I was
off
gonna
if
save
said
that for a Christmas episode. I love
Actually,
that movie.
Is that a Christmas movie?
Yeah.
One of my favorite rom-coms is A Lot Like Love.
Oh, is that wait? Is that the one with?
That's Amanda Peet and Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, I don't remember much about that.
It's a really well done movie. That's the thing. A lot of people don't really. He's like a diaper salesman. It's like around that time when nobody thought the internet was going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm going to go into the business of internet and sell something. So if that tells you how old that movie is,
I know I've seen it. It's like, don't they meet up a bunch of times, then they get separated, and
like
they meet again years later.
over 5
and-
years. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's what the 5-year engagement should have been, because that movie was terrible.
Right. Just awful.
I watched that whole movie and I was waiting for it to get better and better and better, but it only got worse and worse. Except for like the last 15 minutes was great. I was like, if this whole movie would have been like those 15 minutes, I would have loved it.
See, what you do is you take a whole movie and you make it like the last 15 minutes.
It's just, Doug, have you ever seen 5-year engagement? Don't waste your time.
He said, don't. Now, when you said A Lot Like
I don't
Love,
think you feel that way.
when you said A Lot Like Love, I thought you were talking about Crazy Stupid Love, which is amazing.
That's an amazing movie. With,
Yeah, it is.
With Steve Carell and
Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone,
Yep.
Every single
Kevin
Adam
Bacon.
Sandler movie.
Adam Sandler.
Oh,
They're yeah.
God tier.
Or was I almost said Gone in 50 First Dates.
Gone in, whoa, that's a fucking movie. They're gone in 50
50
First Dates. I'm driving and I don't remember why. I just want to see Nicolas Cage fucking wake up in the middle of driving like, why am I driving fast? I have no clue.
Speed.
And then Adam Sandler has a video on DVD. Watch this video. It'll tell you why you're driving fast.
Yes, Eleanor. I remember that name.
And then it zooms in to like Adam Sandler's eye, then zooms out of Keanu Reeves on a bus.
Whoa. You have to steal 50 cars so your brother doesn't die.
I just had a vision. Oh, I just had a vision.
And then steal the Declaration of Independence.
And then
So just-
John Travolta stops the bus and gets on.
John Travolta.
And he looks over at Keanu Reeves, is like, wherever this baby's going, it doesn't need any roads.
No, you missed a prime joke. John Travolta looks at Sandra Bullock and he says, "Sandy."
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Speaking of John Travolta, I don't know why. What's your favorite John
I don't know
Travolta
why.
movie? What's your favorite John Travolta movie?
Listen, I will have you know, and I have no shame. Not that it's my favorite, but I fucking
Don't
love
say it.
Grease.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
Grease.
You're solid.
I thought you were gonna say, "Look who's talking."
No.
I did too. I legitimately thought he was going to say, like,
Don't say it.
Rest in peace, Kirstie Alley. But
All right.
I those movies are okay. Have either of you seen the Taken of Pelham 1, 2, 3?
No.
I saw
Oh,
it.
wait, isn't that the one on the train?
Yeah,
he's
him
like
and
a bad
Denzel
guy?
Washington. Yeah,
Yeah. It's pretty good.
the movie's really good. That's probably one of
Um,
my favorites of his.
What is yours, Adrian? And Adrian, I'm going to see if you can do this again. What do you think my favorite John Travolta movie is? It's an older one. It's not Michael, I'll tell you that.
Saturday Night Fever.
So
No.
Corey and I have
It's
talked
not-
about this. Basic is a movie we really fucking love.
Basic
okay.
is a mindfuck movie. That's
Okay.
a really
It's
good
it's
movie.
one of those mind fucks.
Mine's like,
As you can see where I'm going, Leo, my favorite movies, fucking Shutter Island, John Travolta, it's Basic. I like the mind fucks.
All right. So
Oh, Phenomenon's really good.
that's what it is.
Yeah, I forgot. Jesus, and just like Leo with the same year with two bangers, he made Michael and Phenomenon in the same year.
Two great movies. Michael's a beautiful. I actually love Michael.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's an forgotten
You mean
movie.
neither of you wanted to say Hairspray?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, like
It's
the
a
musical?
It's a musical where John Travolta
Oh.
played the
Well,
mom.
I didn't want Mike to say "Look who's talking" because I wanted him to say "Look who's talking" too.
Look who's talking again.
But I mean, Basic would be my answer. It's hard not to say Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction's so good.
It's so fucking good. It's so
For me,
quotable.
It's Phenomenon. It's just Phenomenon.
Him and Samuel L. Jackson are great together. That's why I like that's him and Samuel L. Jackson in Basic as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, Phenomenon to me, it's just like one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen, and I can't and he did it that it has the same energy as he had in Michael. He's almost playing like the same character, the way he talks and acts. It's such a good movie.
It's like Doug, you won't get this reference, but watching that movie, it's like Mike when Jim's giving that speech that Ryan's supposed to give. When I was young, I went to Disneyland and cried for 20 minutes just because. It's like,
God damn it. I don't get that reference at all. And I'm okay with that.
And I'm fine with that.
I forgot. I forgot. Thomas Jane's the Punisher. He's great as the bad guy in that.
Yeah.
Which Punisher?
The
one with Thomas Jane back in 2004.
One came out yeah.
I love that movie.
That's so
with
good.
Kevin Nash.
As the Russian?
And they actually stabbed him.
No,
Doug.
Accident. Doug, that was Secret of the Ooze, Ninja Turtles 2.
Oh, shit. Right.
No. You guys are wrong. Actually, that was Magic Mike.
Oh, wait, no. I thought that was Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movies, the one with the ooze.
God damn it. Rest in peace to our boy.
That's 2 rest in pieces.
Wow, yeah. Who's the other one?
Been a lot of deaths recently.
Christy
Allen.
Oh, I said rest in peace earlier to Tom Petty.
Wait. Oh, yeah, God, that's 3.
When did he die?
God damn it. Yes, Tom Petty is
Don't
dead.
do me like that.
What?
Don't do me like that.
You could say he had his last dance with Mary Jane.
I could say it was like 2016 or 17.
But he said he wouldn't back down, that lying bastard.
Well, hey, they stood him up at the gates of hell.
And he backed down, apparently.
That's like can you imagine? I'll see you in hell, Tom Petty.
October 2nd, 2017 is when he passed.
Holy shit. Man, where have I been?
I can't believe I actually got that right. We've been singing a lot of Tom Petty here. We've been having a lot of fun, guys.
But, nah, we've kind of, anything random off top that you want to bring up before we close this one out?
Yeah, you both really need to see Spirited before we do our Christmas episode.
I'm probably not going to. I don't want to see another Charles Dickens remake.
You guys need to see Violent Night.
It's not like, it's so different.
Is it still in theaters? Then it's not going to happen.
Right, that's true for Doug.
I have $0 until the 30th of December.
Wait, but Doug, how many cents?
Hey,
it's 33.
Hey, I'll just give you access to my Apple account. You can watch it.
Oh, it's on Apple? Definitely not.
It's on Apple TV, yeah.
I don't have any way to do that, and I'm not installing that shit on my computer. But I do appreciate the offer.
It was a pain in the ass. Like, I had to jump through like 20 hoops just to fucking log
and
into it.
Like, you don't know what I had to deal with Apple support to get our Apple podcast channel working. I'll never fucking deal with them again.
And you already hate Apple as it is. So.
Oh, yeah, I already hated them before that.
I mean, I hate Apple, too. But I had to see that movie.
I had to use my Android phone to fix the problem to get it to work. Let's just put it that way.
So the last thing I'll say is, and none of my 3 co-hosts will probably take my advice here, but you guys totally need to fucking watch Violent Night before a Christmas episode, because that movie kind of kicks ass. As much as I
buy me a ticket and I'll go see it.
As much as I expected to love it for like it being just really dumb, it's kind of like a badass movie. It definitely has problems. I will be doing a review for Violent Night. Yes, I will be doing one. Hopefully it comes out before Christmas.
Dude, have you got your Star Wars reviews out from May yet?
Wait, where was I? I think I only did A New Hope.
I was kidding.
I do have scripts for Empire and Return of the Jedi. And fucking Goblet of Fire.
Don't worry. It'll come out May 4th of next year. Yeah. And then the next one will come out May 4th of the following year.
Right. Harry Potter, Goblet of Fire will come out for Legacy. And then the next time they release a Harry Potter game in 8 years, I'll do the next one.
Bold of you to assume they won't just cut microtransaction the hell out of this one.
True. But no, you can check out my review, my backlog of reviews, and hopefully some future ones on Baker Reviews on YouTube. I am going to be talking about Violent Night because I had a pretty good time with that dumbass Christmas movie.
Well, I just wanted to say, if any of you who listen to us, if you've made it this far, if you have any like ideas that you would like us to do an episode on, feel free to
doing that thing I've been doing.
Feel free to like comment or message us on our social medias to let us know what you want to do, because that'd be really cool. Like,
let me help you out here. You better fucking come to CS Podcast 21 on Twitter and tell us what you fucking want to hear, you dumb motherfuckers.
Guys,
I love you.
Guys, more John Travolta, less John Travolta. Tell us. How do you feel about John Travolta?
Yeah, like,
he probably has a birthday coming up.
Normally, I would ask Corey, where to go to do that, but I guess Doug already said the Twitter. So why don't you just finish?
Sorry, Mike was being too passive, and I'm telling you, you better
Yes.
come and do it. Please come and talk
It's
to
CS
us.
Podcast 21 at Twitter. It's Culture Shock 21 on Instagram. We're Culture Shock Podcast on Facebook, and obviously Culture Shock Podcast on YouTube.
Rate and review us 5 stars wherever you get your podcast. That helps more than you
No,
know.
on YouTube, we're just Culture Shocked.
Yeah, we have
Just
like
Culture Shocked.
on YouTube we're Culture Shock. We have like 9 subscribers.
We have 1 video, but we are going to start. I am going to surprise shocker. I am going to start uploading our audio only episodes onto YouTube, and we're going to start putting the log up there. It'll probably just be a still screen, so just be listening. But
Yeah.
apparently, that's the thing that people do, and have told me to do enough times now that I'm going to do it. And then I don't want to make any promises, but at some point in 2023, we are going to make the attempt to start having video. along with
Oh
our show.
shit! There's
So
the
look forward to
announcement.
And there is 100%, I am committing to this right now, going to be a video.
We're making a
posted
lot of
on
promises
May
here.
the 4th. What it's going to be about? Who knows?
Who knows?
It's going to be about
If you know-
Jumanji.
If you know Culture Shock lore, you probably know what it's about. And Mike's talking about a video he's gonna post. Mike, do you have a YouTube account?
Yeah, I do actually.
Do you have a YouTube? Do you have a creators channel?
Yeah, creators channel,
That's a different thing.
creator dashboard, and
No.
I thought you just uploaded. It's okay.
yeah, I thought you just uploaded from.
Don't worry.
I'll figure it out.
For anyone that's been here for the long haul, Mike started this out with an AOL email account. He has come so
That is
far.
absolutely true.
I won't rest until he's fully capable of navigating the internet without my help.
Does anybody know why we're CS21? Is it because we started in 2021?
I think because
No.
there was already a CS podcast.
Everything
1
else,
through 20?
I tried like 15 to 20 handles, and that was the first, the best.
I
could
don't
do.
agree with you.
I gave up. I gave up.
Your opinion sucks, bro.
Yeah. I made social media accounts and webpage and accounts on like fucking 30 pages all in the same day, and by the
That's-
time I got to Twitter, I was so over it.
That's not how you feel.
You're right.
That's just how I feel.
I regret it now.
Check me out on youtube.com/Baker Reviews. Check out Mike on Twitch at Mike's Nostalgia. Follow us, rate us, review us, Culture Shock Podcast. Rate us 5 stars, review us.
Wherever you get your podcast, let us know how you feel. Let us know what you want to hear. Let us know if this was fun, because if not, we might not do it again. But it was fun, so we'd like to do it again.
Mike, say something fast, because this is our speed session.
Baker Reviews.
Beautiful, beautiful, perfect form. And from all of us at Culture Shock, thanks for listening.
I don't know what to say.